Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you all here. A lot of familiar faces, new faces, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule on a beautiful night to come out for us this evening. We are going through a long process, gaining a lot of feedback from the community in order to update our parks, recreation, open space, greenways, and trails plan. It's very important because it's going to be our guiding document for many, many years, decades to come. So thanks again for coming out and giving your feedback. We've held some other informational feedback sessions so far. We also did a community survey where we had a tremendous turnout. We had well over 1,000 responses for our community survey, so we were really excited for that. And just looking forward to this evening as well.
So tonight is a listening session, as Tom said. It's not for you to listen to me, it's for us to listen to you. So we want to hear your comments on how you feel about parks, recreation, open space, greenways, and trails in Whitemarsh Township. Both how you feel about existing. Do we have enough? Do we not have enough? Is there something we need? Is there something we have too much of? Is there something you want to see in the future? Something you definitely don't want to see in the future? It could be programming. Hey, we don't do this. Why don't we do that? Part of this plan is that we're going to go through the full inventory, and what we have next to Val up there is a plan and inventory of the parks, recreation, open space, and trails currently in the township, and a few proposed trails that are on the books, meaning there's been a study and they're on the books somewhere as a future one, whether it's from the county or from the township. The facilities and lands are divided by category: township-owned, county-owned, and state-owned, and then also privately owned. This is a Whitemarsh Township study, so we will only have recommendations with respect to Whitemarsh Township owned or controlled properties. That was my preamble, so who wants to start?
I think about kids being active and being out and about and being stuck in all these developments that don't connect to one another. And so when I see things like this, I'm looking for do the neighborhoods connect, I mean, I'd love to be able to walk to a downtown. That would be cool. But to get from my neighborhood to downtown, I would have to walk on Joshua Road, and that is so dangerous. There's no sidewalks to get there.
Look at a way to make cycling on Germantown safer to get to Wissahickon, and even the Schuylkill River Trail.
So it's not great to cross the street, there's no room, the sidewalks don't have space.
Germantown Pike is a major thoroughfare. There's no getting around the fact that a lot of people who do not live in our township use that to get in and out of the city, back and forth from the city. So it really does need a lot more safety buffers so people can use the businesses that are up there.
It's a state road, but if they would just reduce the speed to 25 or work with the state to reduce it, or perhaps we could just have crosswalks every intersection if we can't lower it.
Joshua, Germantown, Ridge, all the major thoroughfares through our community, there's very limited sidewalk and safe ways for pedestrians or bikers to traverse.
I'd like to see more pickleball courts or just more open space that can be used for activity. And
When you say activity, for recreational activity?
yeah, they're like pickleball courts or a skate park.
Has any thought been given to putting up a community center like Plymouth Community Center, which is beautiful? There's a lot to do up there. There's the pool, there's basketball, indoor basketball court, there's all exercise rooms.
Some sort of concert, open air space, pavilion where we could have live concerts and come together for the arts, for everybody in town.
Swimming pool. We belong to Plymar. It's exclusive, it's expensive, and it's impossible to get in. There's no township pool. There's no access to water.
I think that would be nice if we had a dog park.
Multi-generational, different offerings in those parks. I think a lot of the townships around us have found great ways to do that.
We also need access to the river. There are plenty of places where you could put boats in, but they're either privately owned or there's signs prohibiting you from doing that.
I think great ideas for parking lots would be solar canopies.
Youth sports is really an engine for just getting people together.
Whitemarsh Township, connectivity-wise, is really hard because it's 2 miles wide, 7 miles long. The township affords us one small field, which would only contributes to 1/10 of our program. And we have to spread the games out because there's no parking next to the soccer field down below here.
More activities for other people to do, like a pump track.
Pump track, okay?
I've had a lot of fun playing baseball out here, and we can have some more fields.
You'd like some more baseball fields so you can continue having more fun?
As you say, our numbers are going up while other areas are going down. Well, our numbers will start to go down too if we don't generate more space for those kinds of activities.
We're not mentioning wildlife here, and that's a real issue in this area, especially with deer. If we're connecting people, we should be connecting wildlife as well.
I would love to see more ecologically sustainable practices for maintaining the gardens and the parks, the whole system, everything from soup to nuts, wherever possible.
In the town where I grew up, the senior center is really the town center, where any community activity is going to be happening for any ages, and there's something really kind of beautiful and important about that.
So we have the money, we have the willingness, we have some existing easements in place, and that's the sort of thing that should make its way into this plan as a good example, and should also be endorsed. And there's some specific semi-low-hanging fruit here in the township.
We can't manufacture land, but acquiring it, I think, is definitely necessary.
I want to thank you all for coming out. I can guarantee a couple things. I can guarantee that all of your comments will appear in an appendix in the report. And I can also guarantee that not all of your recommendations will end up in the report.
So I wanted to just thank you all for coming out, sharing your thoughts about our open space, and hopefully, the supervisors can listen to the feedback and see the report, and then we can start, implementing things to make our community an even better place to live. So thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.